Hello everybody and welcome back to Diamond Paintings. We are going to be doing a little bit more on the muscles today. Apologies there's not been any whip and chat lately for the last sort of couple of days. I've been extremely busy, so I've just not had the time to make any videos, which is why you've had some short videos that I recorded from quite a while back. So I always have shorts videos just in case that I can't do any filming or I'm just too busy to make videos. I always have a shorts video there. So yeah, we're back onto doing a bit of whip and chat now after a very busy weekend. And I thought I'd start this off with doing a bit of this gorgeous pink colour with the muscles. The heat wave has completely died down because the weather at the moment is very lovely and cool. However, they have said on the news today that apparently it's supposed to be coming back again. Parts of the UK have still had the heat wave throughout the weekend, but some areas haven't. So I mean, we've had really cool weather, so it's nice when it's like that because it's nice and cool. But everyone, even the news presenters on there, they were saying, please can we have some weather, some rain, because I think it's been, they've been saying it's like a month since we didn't have rain, and we really need rain at the moment, so we just have to hope that it will rain very soon. So yeah, Sunday I went round to my sister's because she came round on the Saturday, and it was so funny because I went over to drop off her pillow and my mum's fish food, and when I took it over there, the fish food bucket, because we get like refill packs, we put in this big bucket and then scoop the food in as and when they need it, and they literally had none left. So that was just a perfect timing to, what's going on here? Oh man, it really annoys me when they put it on like stapled to the back. It's so aggravating. Yeah, so that was perfect timing, and my sister came round for a bit, and I was kind of a little bit irritated because she said she was coming on her own. Well, guess what? Jack was there. You can't ever see her on your own without him being there, so I was kind of a little bit pissed off because it seems like I can never ever spend time with her, just by her, my mum or my brother. You know, he's always got to be there. So I was a little bit irritated because the plan of action was I was going to meet her because she said she was going to pop round Saturday. So I thought, right, okay, I'll meet you around Asda. I can withdraw the payment and give it to you, because I asked her to get me some shopping. Well, that all got changed, and she then came in because I said, are you able to bring Jasper around, because I ain't seen him for ages? And she brought him round in the evening, and of course he had to be there. I haven't liked him since day one. I don't know what it is. You know, when you just, there's a thing there and you just don't know what it is. I don't know what the reason is why I don't like him. I didn't really like him at school, so I just don't really get on with him. I don't like him. And that's perfectly normal not to like everyone in the world. You can't like everyone. So yeah, I just can't stand the bloke. And anyway, so of course I then was like, well, I'll have to pay you Sunday then, because I'm not going all the way downtown, going down to Asda to come back if you're not going to be there, because she was going to leave soon. Well, anyway, she dropped off the candles for me, and one of the ones I wanted, because I have to consistently check like the website of Home Bargains, because their candles are always changing on a daily basis, and they've started to bring out October ones. Now this one I've never seen before, and it's called Pumpkin Embers with vanilla and spice clove. Now when you smell it, it's like a very sort of like, I'd say cinnamon. It feels like a cinnamon feel to it. And there's another one that they've got on the website called warm apple or warm waffle apple, something like that. So I'm gonna get that as well because that looks really nice. So I asked her to get me some shopping, and she dropped the candles off, and this was the one I've been after, which is called Pumpkin Embers with warm vanilla and spice clove, because they've started to bring out the October range, and oh my god, they had so many to choose from. They even had one called Warm Waffle with Apple, and oh my god, like, it's interesting how they change it each year, because some of the years have always been the same candles all the way through the year. Like every Christmas it'll be the same Christmas ones as last year, and it looks like they've come out with a new design. I hope they bring out that skeleton one, because the skeleton one was last year, and I remember there being a white Salem, Oregon scented skeleton one. So yeah, there's some really nice ones coming out, and obviously with ones that are like seasonal, like these ones, I kind of want to keep that. Oh, it could be actually, because don't you get pumpkins through fall when you do fall paintings? So maybe that's a sort of fall one as well. So yeah, I want to save that until October. I won't use that until October because it's got pumpkins on. So yeah, and for some reason, for a mad moment, I kept thinking, I thought that we was filming this in September. That's 2 months away. So yeah, maybe that's for September then, with all the fall stuff, maybe. Because you know what shops are like, they like to get things in really early, which is kind of good, because like when you do shop, you don't have to, you can get it then and then don't have to worry about getting it in October. But obviously coming up to the first weeks, sort of like the final weeks before Halloween, they'll always have loads of Halloweeny bits. So yeah, there's some funky scents coming out at the moment. And then I was looking on Primark, and their candles they've got some really wacky candles. There's a cute little pumpkin, it's the pink one. They've got sort of like half-size glass ones that are sort of Halloween based. They've got candle cats, candle dogs, there's one like a seashell. They're so funky, but I don't think Primark do delivery. So, and their click and collect is, as I've said before, it's not like wired properly. What I mean by that is click and collect, the whole point of it is you buy it online, and then when they say it's ready, you go in the shop, you pick it up. Well, for some reason Peacocks do this as well, and for some reason with Primark, they do not pick it off the shop floor. It has to come from a central warehouse, which means you can't collect it until like 2 days later. Whereas most shops, for example the Range, you pay for it on the shop, on the app, and then within about, I don't know, an hour it's ready for collection. I don't know why Primark can't do that, because they would get a lot of custom for that, because obviously they're you know, they're getting lots of customers picking it up from click and collect. But anyway, and then obviously yesterday the old Prime Minister left, Keir Starmer. He's now just going to be an MP, and now Andy Burnham is our brand new Prime Minister. So, and already he seems to be on the ball, because he's announced today that there's going to be a tax cut to energy, I believe. So this digital passport thing they were doing, they've scrapped that now. So he's basically, because obviously he's got to find that money from somewhere to fund that project, to fund the tax cut. So they've scrapped the digital ID passport thing for if you go abroad, and they're going to use that funding, I believe, to fund this tax cut thing. So yeah, he seems to be right on the ball, and a lot of the staff from Keir Starmer's government have all been sacked. So yeah, apparently Rachel Reeves, who was the Chancellor before, apparently Andy Burnham did give her another option, like another job within the cabinet, but she declined it. So yeah, there's been a bit of a shuffle around, because I think David Lammy, he's been sacked. So there's no news as to who the Deputy Prime Minister is at the moment. They've not shown that, because last night they were saying that Yvette Cooper is going to be the Health Secretary, and then I think West Street he's supposed to be, I can't remember now, but yeah, the new Chancellor has been appointed. I can't remember his name, something Herney, is it? David Herney, is it? I can't remember. Well, yeah, I'm just waiting to see who the Deputy Prime Minister's going to be. Oh, isn't that looking lovely, especially with that white? That's gorgeous. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So, yeah, and yeah, it's been quite a busy weekend really. And then Sunday I went round. I fancied a walk because I quite often like to go for a Sunday walk, and I was thinking about going to my sister's, but she lives right near the A12, and that's a bloody long walk from my mum's. It'd probably take her an hour. But I did decide to do it in the end, because I had to drop her money off for her. So she was at Lakeside shopping, and I said, well, what I can do is I'll just pop it round when you're back or something. So yeah, and then just sorted that out, and when she got back she was happy that she got that. So then I walked back, but I found a sort of cut through on one of the estates called Augustus. Is it Augustus Way in Witham? Augustus Electus Way, something like that. Well, anyway, I found a little cut through there that would cut off all going round, because you can go past Morton's Academy and round past the traffic lights, but this little slip road goes past there and cuts basically all that round there off. So yeah, that was kind of very happy, because it saved me having to walk all around the long way. I don't like walking, so yeah. Okay, I think what I'll do now is I'll do a bit of a change. We'll get some more of this white going, and then I think we'll do a little bit of this greeny colour, get some of that out of the way as well. Let's do a temperature check. Alexa, what's the temperature, please, love?
At the moment, it's 22 degrees Celsius. Tonight, you can expect a low of 13 degrees.
I've got another Christmassy item coming from Vinted. I was quite annoyed because this specific thing is a buddy, and the person who the seller who I got this off, they had it. Now, for some reason, they declined my offer, and I have a rule where if you decline my offer, I will find a different seller to sell it with. Well, anyway, I put in an offer for £2.10 because most of the buddies are going for around that price, so I thought that was fair. So they then declined it and wanted £2.50, and I thought, right, okay, that's fine, I'm going to shop with someone else because I'm not paying £2.50 when I can get it for £2. So anyway, I found this other seller and they sold it for £2, and I was like, result. So not only did they lose out on a sale, they'll probably still sell it, but it might take a little bit longer because they've declined the offer. Not only did they decline the offer, but I thought it was better off because I got it for the price that I wanted it. So yeah, I was very, very happy with that. But disappointed because obviously I've bought off this seller for a couple of times now, and then when you get like a decline offer, it's sort of like, you know, flattens you a bit, I suppose, like. But anyway, and then the laughable thing was, it was so funny because I couple of days later, because I followed the page, it tells me when they upload, and then it was so funny because a couple of days later they uploaded another buddy and put it for the price at £2, and I thought, well, what's the point in, you know, declining it in the first place, you know? So yeah, bit strange that, but it's sort of like was laughable because I managed to get it for the price that I wanted it with someone else. So, and this other seller's got loads of them as well, so I could have snapped them all up, but unfortunately I need to work out what I've got and what I ain't got. So that's coming down from Peterborough, so that's the other side of Ipswich, I believe. So, and for some reason InPost like to take it past here to go right the way up to Lutworth to then bring it all the way back down again. So I reckon that should go to Ipswich tonight. We should have it. It's a bit hard to say, but if they move that tonight, we should have it. I reckon tomorrow, but as I say, it's hard to say whether they'll shift it from there to Ipswich tonight or whether we'll sit in Lutterworth all evening and go perhaps, you know, the next day. So yeah, so I reckon a couple of days. This is a really good one because it's a buddy that apparently you can hang on the Christmas tree if you wanted to. Because what they've done, they've drilled a little hole in the top of the wood at the top. So if you didn't want it in the base, you could have it hanging up on the tree, which is, I think, a really cool way of doing it, because you've got like a 2-in-1. You can either have it like standing up on a shelf or something, or you could have it as an ornament. So yeah, it's pretty good. And then obviously England has lost the World Cup, which, as I said, they would, because they never ever win the World Cup. Oh Jesus, here we go. Yeah, they never win the World Cup, and I don't think they have since 1986, is it? So Spain won it apparently. So, but the other night they were playing, I don't really follow football, but obviously sometimes there's nothing else on and I just have it on in the background. And the other night they had a really good game against France, and they scored England scored 6, and you sort of think to yourself, oh my god, like, why couldn't they have scored 6 on the World Cup? You know, they would have got that through. But yeah, they had a really bad game against, who did they play? Was it Argentina? So, but yeah, Messi was sitting on the football field and he looked very disappointed that they were out of the World Cup. But every game's going to feel like that, aren't they? So, but yeah, boy, am I glad that's all finished now. Because apparently they were saying on the news that they returned home to Spain and was having like a welcome party thing, but England chose not to do that. So yeah, it's all sort of finished now, which is brilliant because it takes up enough TV as it is. So we'll get our normal schedule back now. Oh golly ollie, I forgot my tea. Oh. Oh, lovely, that is lovely. Now, where's my pen gone? I've dropped it on the floor. Do you know, the other day I found this. I couldn't believe I had this. This is quite an oldish one, because I don't do 20 times 20s anymore, but I have to try and dig out them drills, but I forgot I had that. See, that, if you cut the border off, that would fit in one of them frames from the range. Frames from the range. So yeah, I've got that crackle wick candle going on at the moment, and you hear the little wood crackling. It's so cool. And I showed my sister and she was like, I'm so gonna have to invest in one of them. I'm still waiting for my thermal printer because I ordered a thermal printer for printing labels and stuff, and I'm kind of annoyed with them because it said I had to order from the local warehouse because they didn't have it as like, you know, normal when they come from China, and I thought, great. Now I ordered this on Friday and it's only been like picked up by the courier today, so much for getting it in 2 days, eh? Because they advertised saying, oh, get it in 2 days. Yeah, right. So I'm not happy with that. And they literally, I looked at the tracking yesterday and they packed it yesterday. This is the seller on Temu. They packed it and it literally just sat there all day and all night. They didn't even have any courier pick it up from yesterday. Like, you would think, being a business, you'd have daily collections, you know, for, because obviously if you're selling every day, then you'd expect to have like a daily pickup of the customers' parcels. But yeah, it's really put me off ordering from the local warehouse because I'm not waiting that long. I mean, you know, I feel kind of sort of like misled. I feel like I've been promised like a 2-day delivery when I haven't. So, and guess who they chose to pick with, send with? Bloody Every. Can't stand that courier. They've lost so many of my customers' parcels, and as a vintage seller, if that courier has lost it, it doesn't matter whether you tell the courier, whether you tell Vinted, but they've lost it, you show them that, they still make you wait. Vinted will make you wait 30 days before they give you your money. So, because to them, they seem to think that it's still going to arrive, and as a professional seller myself, that is not going to arrive. So after 3-4 days, you know it's lost. So yeah, so it's sort of annoying me because, you know, I need it because I want to start using my labels. I've got me, where are they? They're over here. So I ordered these labels from Temu. So I've got the labels here ready to go, but there's a little gadget you buy apparently, and the labels sit like that, and apparently you're supposed to, like, it feeds, as it feeds through the printer, it's supposed to like sit on it so that you don't have to keep lifting one up. But apparently it also comes with a few tester labels as well, so it's supposed to be really sort of easy to use and stuff, so hopefully. Because I've always ever done like QR codes, but I just think, well, with this, you know, if I wanted to send my mum something as like a little present, I can send it to her because I'll have the, you know, thermal labels, so it'd be so much better than. And also, if like, because half the time whenever I go in the post office, they always go, oh, can you brighten the screen on your phone because it's not scanning. So it will eliminate, you know, having all this hassle with trying to scan it at the post office as well. So yeah, it's at the hub at the moment. So if you want to get one, they're on Temu. They're only £30, and it's called Wongta. So it's a Wongta printer. So yeah, it should do the job, hopefully. If not, it will go back. Simple as that. I always get very sort of nervous with buying technology on Temu, because as we know, Temu is a very cheap company. Like, most of their stuff are cheap on there, so when you sort of buy technology, you sort of think, I don't know, because, you know, like with the phone cables you get with like the pound shop, they only sort of last a couple of days, but I'll have a guarantee. So, but yeah, I've bought clothing off there once, and it was wafer thin, and it really put me off buying clothing on there, so I don't buy clothes on there anymore. It was like so thin you could see through it, Like, so if I had the piece of material here, I would be able to see my painting through it. It was really, really thin, cheap clothing. And I paid about, I think it was like £20. But then the funny thing is that my sister asked me to order a jumper from there, and hers is really nice and thick, so perhaps I just had like a very cheap version, maybe, I don't know. Do a temperature check, I can't remember. Alexa, what's the temperature, please?
At the moment, it's 20 degrees Celsius.
Oh yeah, that's
Tonight,
beautiful.
you can expect a low of 13 degrees.
Yeah, 20, if that gets to 26, that's when it starts to heat up. But 20 is, it's still fairly hot, but not, you know, scorching hot that you can't get on with nothing sort of thing. Yeah, I like this pink in this. This is lovely. I've been looking at my scrolls today thinking, shall I do some... I have so fell behind with the completions, so there's going to be a very poor month of completions for July. It's only about like a couple of things done at the moment. Oh my god, yesterday, you are not going to believe what I tried. I tried the brand new Yummy Scrummy strawberry and cream muffin from Greg's, and it had a very weird, tangy sort of icing on the top. It was very weird icing. It didn't taste like proper icing. But yeah, it had some very funky icing on it, but as you bit into it, it had jam in it. Their muffins are so nice. The texture of them are beautiful. But the other day, I really fancied getting one of them. They've got donuts in there, and it's like this really big pink one. It's called a pink jammy, and oh my god, I could eat hundreds of them. They're so yummy. But they didn't have none, so I thought, well, because I have to use it on something, because every week I get like either a choice between it's a hot chocolate, a sausage roll, or you get a muffin. A cake, sorry, a donut or a muffin. And I thought, oh, I had sausage rolls so many times, so I'm just going to go for a cake this time. And yeah, I'm glad I did, because I've been wanting to try that, so result. And then Octopus have upgraded their rewards program, so now you get like this scratch card on the app, and you have to scratch it. And I won a free ice lolly, which was a complete disaster because I couldn't get the item. They claim that you pick it up in Sainsbury's. My Sainsbury's does not sell individual ice lollies, so I spoke to Octopus about it, and they weren't really interested, and was like, well, it's subject to availability. Yeah, but you don't sell it in the shop, so how can it be subject to availability? Well, anyway, yesterday, obviously it resets every Monday, and I won a free hot chocolate. Well, it said hot drink, so you can have any hot drink, so I fancied a nice hot chocolate. So not only did I get my free muffin, I also got my free hot chocolate as well. So a cake and a muffin free. A hot drink and a muffin totally free. I love it. I love freebies. Right, I think we need to do a little bit down here, because we seem to be taking it up a little bit too much, and we need to get that bit done. So what we'll do this section here, and then I want to do some of that bordering, get some of that done. So after we've done this, we will have to, well, I don't think we'll have time to do the mackerel, so we'll have to roll that over. But after this, I want to dive into that lobster. So yeah, I wonder if they're going to bring out any sort of autumny types of paintings. When I've gone to the range, I think previous years we've had a hedgehog, and then that big tree one, but yeah, I don't think there'll be very many this year. I've been itching to get into this. I've been kitting it up, and I can't wait to get going on that. I can't wait any longer. I need to do it. Yeah, I can't be bothered to wait till December, so I'm gonna get it going, I think. Christmas in July, as Craft Buddy calls it. Cup of tea. Oh my god, Jasper, yeah, oh my days. He was going berserk. He came in doing the zoomies as he does, and oh my god, he got on the chair, he got off the chair, running around the living room. Then he went out, he jumped onto the guinea pig enclosure, then he came out, then he stepped up on the drink, on top of the wall near my mum's pond, and oh my god, he started drinking out of the pond. Like, why? And oh my god, so I had to call my sister to get him off the wall, because when I do it, he don't really listen as much. And anyway, he comes in, he bolts through the door, bolts through the kitchen, all around the house. Oh my god, he was super hyper, and oh my god, it was so funny. He was super hyped. But yeah, he's such a funny dog. He's so, like, he's always got this load of energy. So right, what are we looking for now? I want to get that greeny colour. Where did I put that? Behind the candle, that's where it was. That. So this is sort of like a, as you see, it's like a nice greeny colour, this one. So this will be a bit more at the border. I get very bored with doing the same colour, so I have to have that flexibility of changing it around, you know. How long we've been going for? 33 minutes. Okay, beautiful. Fantastic, s'il vous plaît. Fantastic and s'il vous plaît. Well, this is looking very lovely and colourful, isn't it? Wowee. Very nice. I've got a lovely dinner tonight, spaghetti bolognese, and oh my god. So I was saying to my mum, like, oh my god, I've got to go, because she was like, why are you leaving so early? And I was like, well, because I need to go to the shops before they shut. And she said, well, what is it you need? And I said, well, I need to get some mincemeat. And she said, oh, I've got some of that in the fridge. Her shop, oh my god, like, she can get a whole chicken reduced to like 50p, and it's like £6 something, but you have to go at a specific time of the day. I think it's 4 o'clock, and oh my god, right, they're now discontinuing Piccalilli, so I managed to get, I think it was like £1.75, and the manager knocked it down to £1.32, no, I think it was like £2.65. Let me go and get it, I really can't remember. Yeah, so it was £2.75 knocked down to £1.38, which I think is really good, because that's valid until September 2027, so I've got a whole year on that. But yeah, that's the problem. I don't know what it is, but they're forever discontinuing things. And I said, well, why are they discontinuing it? And she said, I think it's because, like, it's not selling. But this is the thing, if you're pricing it at £2.75, who in the world is going to pay that? It's too high in the price, and you wonder why no one's buying it. And then that's why it's got to be discontinued. Well, there's your answer, innit? you know, their mince is disgusting. £6. And you go in Sainsbury's and it's only like £3. So of course, you know, if if your prices are too high, people are not going to pay it. So yeah, they're a very greedy co-op. They're a very greedy shop, the co-op. Very, very greedy. And then they wonder why no one hardly goes in there or buys stuff, you know. Like, who in the world pays £6 for mince when you can go into Sainsbury's and get it for £3? Well, anyway, so because the other day, whenever I visit, she always makes me a nice lunch. Well, we had cheese crackers with piccalilli. Oh my god, classic. I used to always eat that growing up, and oh my god, I really have got the craving for cheese crackers with piccalilli. I'm very fussy with cheese. It has to be a specific cheese, which is called Cathedral City. It's in a red bag, and oh my god, it's made me so want cheese crackers. So I thought, oh, I'll have that piccalilli, and she said I'll try and get you one, because when I was in the shop, the manager had not reduced the cost of it, because apparently she has to do it, she can't do them all on the same day. It has to be so many done a day. So I don't really understand the reason in that. Perhaps they don't want to get too much discount or what have you. Well, anyway, later on in the day when I left, my mum had managed to get me one. So I can't believe that. £1.75. I mean, you won't get much knocked off, but it's better than £2.65, was it? And for that to still be in date until the end of 2027, that's fantastic. So yeah, that is brilliant. So I'm gonna have cheese crackers in the week. Perhaps one evening just have something light, you know. Right, okay, so I think we'll do a little bit of this bit going on in here now. So we're gonna do a little bit of this F colour now. But yeah, that's the best time to go in there, is around about 4 o'clock when they reduce it all. It can sometimes be later on in the day. I suppose it's whenever they can be, you know, ready to do it and stuff. But man, the things you can get, like a whole chicken, you can get so many, like, because people always assume that because it's a reduced, there's something wrong with it. And it's not necessarily, yeah, okay, sometimes things do get reduced because it's getting close to the expiry. But that isn't always the reason. They can sometimes reduce it if it's not selling. It can be a number of things. So yeah, that is just fantastic. Because if I went in Sainsbury's, I probably would have had to pay the full price of it. I don't actually know how much it is in Sainsbury's. I haven't had piccalilli in years until the other day. So all this talk of food is making me hungry. I had a comment, yeah. I put up a fish and chips video last night because I filmed that back on July the 3rd. And of course I've been too busy to make videos, so I had to use some of my shorts that I recorded from way back. I mean, there's one on there. There's an LED tree one that was filmed at Bognor Regis when I went in 2024. So I always have shorts videos in case I don't have time to film it. And oh my god, someone commented saying that looks really hungry, like I was making them hungry. And by god, was it a nice, gorgeous. You cannot have fish and chips without curry sauce. Curry sauce is the number one for me. Sometimes I do get a gherkin as well, and it's really nice when they're nice and juicy. And oh, but when I ordered from this fish shop, I think they made a bit of a mistake, because I ordered the one gherkin and they gave me two, whether it's because they were small gherkins or because it was taking like ages to come. So maybe they thought, oh, we'll put an extra one in just to compensate. But oh my god, I have to have a large, but I do love fish and chips with curry sauce. Oh, so good. But yeah, for them to, I've never known a fish and chip shop to sell cheesecake, and they sell cheesecake like, and by god, that cheesecake was so nice. really, really yummy, yummy, yummy. So it was very yummy. Right, okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off this F, because then we can discontinue that colour, and that gets another tray off the desk then. So yeah, so anyway, I'm going to have spaghetti bolognese. That's what my granddad always used to call it, spaghetti bolognese. So yeah, I mean, there's so many nicknames for it, isn't it? Spaghetti bolognese, spag bowl, bolognese. So yeah, I'm gonna have that tonight. Really enjoyed it last night. It's weird because as a kid I hated it, absolutely hated it, and it's strange how as you grow up your taste buds change, and I absolutely love it now. I can't get enough of it. I have that near enough. At Mondays always spaghetti bolognese, and then Sundays all alternate, so I'll either have a roast toad in the hole or beef with something. Tuesdays and Thursdays are normally in my jacket, so I'll have a jacket potato with tuna and salad on a Tuesday, and then Thursday I swap it to a cheese and beans, and then Friday's normally fish and chips, and then Saturday's like junk day, so I have like all the junk, so pizza, or it might be a takeaway, or it might be you know, just something that's quick and easy to do, like a pizza, or it could be burgers and chips with onions, and oh my god, like then I have all the sweets, the chocolate, the cake, the popcorn, and oh my god, yeah, absolutely love Saturdays. I didn't have a movie night this week, I was so busy, so that's had to be rolled over to this week now. So, and I am thinking about going live through the week, so because every time I say I want to go live on a Saturday I get really busy, so Saturdays are definitely a no-no anymore. I can't do Saturdays anymore, it's just too busy. So what I'm thinking is perhaps the rest of this week go live about 7, because that's 7 is normally my dinner time. Well, it's normally 7:30, but and then I watch EastEnders. So what I'm thinking is of scrapping, because EastEnders I can watch on the iPlayer and catch up with it, and then obviously dinner I can just push forward or back, so I can have it before the stream or after the stream, and then that way at least we can have a live each day, every day of the week, rather than Saturdays. Or I might do it perhaps, because I normally do it once a week, don't I? I don't know, I can't do it. Oh my god, I just caught it, it nearly fell off the thing. Oh my god, that wasn't intentional, it just happened in that moment. Oh my god. Oh dear, how in the world did I just burst out in song by catching the tray? Good god. Oh my days, that's funny. I'm craving peanut butter as well. I had a lovely peanut butter sandwich the other day, and oh my god, it was so nice. I really want peanut butter. I don't know how anyone can eat peanut butter with jelly like that. It's so gross. Actually, I don't like that word. Can't stand the word gross. It's just a stupid word. And yeah, I don't know how anyone can have peanut butter with jelly. That sounds absolutely rank. Ranky-woo. Yeah. I mean, with pork pies, if I have a pork pie, I have to physically take the jelly out of the pork pie. You know, like when you bite into it and you've got like the meat in the pastry that you can pull out, but then it's got like all jelly behind it. I cannot have pork pie if it contains jelly in it. I have to scrape all the jelly out of it. I don't understand why they put jelly in it. Like, yeah, ugh. Can't stand jelly. I used to love jelly, but I just don't like the texture of it. But it just, if I was to eat jelly, it would make me have a really bad gag reflex. I can't stand jelly. I used to love trifle as well, but when you put biscuits at the end, at the bottom, it just, all that soggy stuff, oh my god, no. That's like cholesterol on wheels. Like, yeah, no, back it up. I cannot have that. How have we gotten the subject of food? I love food. Don't we all, though? Oh, and that Madeira cake's on offer again at Sainsbury's. So yummy, yummy, yummy. Right, I think we can take that off in a minute, because that's almost done on this colour. Yay! That's all done. Fantastic. Haha. Excellent. Right, tea break, I think, and then I think we'll do what we got. E. Yeah, let's try and get this E discontinued as well while we've got it. Try and get some of this E done, and then that takes care of that. Alexa, what's the weather forecast for the rest of this week, please?
Here's the weather in Braintree for the next 7 days. Wednesday, 24 degrees Celsius and lots of clouds. Thursday, 24 degrees and intermittent clouds. Friday, 29 degrees and intermittent clouds. Saturday, 26 degrees and lots of clouds. Sunday, 23 degrees and showers. Monday,
Sunday?
23 degrees and partly sunny weather. Tuesday, 25 degrees and lots of sun.
Do you know, for once I thought she was not going to say any rain, because she always mentions rain, but Sunday we're going to get rain, so that must be next Sunday then. Oh, hallelujah. Do you know, I've never actually tried a mussel, so if you have tried a mussel in the UK, can you let me know what it tastes like? Because I really don't know what they taste like. I really wouldn't want to eat them either. I'm assuming you can eat them, but I don't know. Merry Christmas, everyone, snow is falling. I just know if I start working on that, I'm gonna burst out in singing. I always sing. Every Christmas, I sing songs as I try and paint. I just have to sing. I mean, that Shakin' Stevens one that goes, snow is falling. I mean, you hear it year after year after year, don't you? It never gets bored. I mean, you never sort of like get bored of it. It's such like a classic song. And oh my god, I'm so gutted. The lady in Home Alone, you know, the bird lady that Kevin goes and sees all the birds in with that bird lady. The actress Brenda Frickett has sadly passed away. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked because like she played a very sort of cameo a cameo is like a small appearance in a film, and yeah, she played the bird lady. You know, the one that goes, feed the birds, tuppence away. But there's this special scene where Kevin buys a turtle dove, and he gives the other turtle dove, because you have to give it to someone else, and he gives the turtle dove to I don't know what her name was in the film, but the actress is called Brenda Fricker. Well, she gives the turtle dove, no, he gives the turtle dove to Brenda Fricker, and I think the storekeeper says where he bought it from, he can have that, because he got to choose any special, anything on the tree, I think it was. So, yeah, I cannot believe it. Brenda Fricker. It's hard, isn't it, when you watch a film, because you think, oh, you know, all these actors are still alive, and it's going to be hard to watch that this year, I think, because we watch Home Alone every year, and I think that's going to be very hard to watch, knowing that that actress is no longer there, you know, no longer with us. But it's so sad, so sad. My mum was gutted when I told her. She was like, oh no, because she watched a lot of programs with her in it. I thought apparently she's been in Casualty, which I never knew. But yeah, so, and it's, I think, Catherine O'Hara, who played Kevin's mum. She died due to complications, and apparently her heart was born on the wrong side of her body, so apparently, I don't know whether that contributed to it either, but yeah, so well, I think we'll be diving into lobster very soon, because this will soon be finito. Fudge! We're gonna have to stop. It's 59 minutes. Oh no, I was having so much fun as well. Oh my god, I was gonna do another layer. I've totally lost track of time here. Okay, in that case, we're gonna have to start, because we're up to 59 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you want to get candles with this beautiful pumpkin ember scent with vanilla and spice clove. Please head down to I keep saying bloody B&M's. Home Bargains, where they're selling them right now, and they're bound to get snapped up very quickly. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.